The UFC heavyweight division is a whirlwind of talent and uncertainty. It's a place where legends are made and dreams are shattered. The stakes are incredibly high, and every fight could be a career-defining moment. At the top sits Jon Jones, a fighter shrouded in both glory and controversy. His career has been a roller coaster of spectacular victories and troubling scandals. Despite his undeniable talent, his legacy is often questioned. He's the champion, but many question his legitimacy. Some see him as the greatest of all time, while others can't look past his transgressions. The debate rages on, adding to the mystique that surrounds him. One challenger stands out, Tom Aspinall. A rising star with a relentless drive, Aspinall has been making waves in the division. His skill set is diverse and his determination is unmatched. He's a force of nature, tearing through the rankings. Each victory brings him closer to the ultimate goal, the championship belt. His journey is a testament to hard work and perseverance. Fans are clamoring for this fight, a true clash of titans. The anticipation is electric, with everyone eager to see if Aspinall can dethrone Jones. It's a matchup that promises fireworks. But Dana White, the UFC's president, seems hesitant. His decisions are often shrouded in mystery, leaving fans and fighters alike guessing. What is holding him back from making this fight happen? Is he protecting his champion? Or is there a bigger strategy at play? The politics of the sport are as complex as the fights themselves, and White's role is pivotal. Is there more to this story than meets the eye? The tension is palpable. Every decision, every move is scrutinized by fans and analysts. The stakes couldn't be higher. Aspinall is hungry, eager to prove himself against the best. His training is intense, his focus unwavering. He knows that this is his moment and he's ready to seize it. Jones, meanwhile, carries an air of invincibility. Despite his past transgressions, his confidence is unshaken, and he remains a formidable opponent. The question is, can he maintain his dominance? And at the center of it all is Dana White, the man who ultimately decides who fights whom. His influence is undeniable, and his choices shape the future of the sport. His decisions shape the landscape of the sport, for better or worse. Every announcement he makes sends ripples through the MMA community, affecting fighters' careers and fans' expectations. The heavyweight division hangs in the balance, waiting for the next move. The world watches with bated breath, eager to see who will emerge victorious in this epic saga. Jon Jones is a paradox, a figure who embodies both brilliance and controversy in equal measure. He's arguably the most gifted fighter the UFC has ever seen, a prodigy whose skills are nothing short of extraordinary. His fighting IQ is off the charts, his technique flawless, his ability to dismantle opponents unmatched. Every move he makes in the octagon is calculated, precise, and devastatingly effective. Yet he's also a walking contradiction. A man whose life outside the ring is as tumultuous as his career inside it is stellar. Outside the octagon, Jones has been plagued by controversy. His personal life has been a series of legal troubles and public scandals, DUI charges, hit-and-run incidents, failed drug tests. The list goes on, each incident adding another layer to the complex narrative that surrounds him. These incidents have tarnished his legacy, leaving a question mark over his achievements. Fans and critics alike are left wondering how such a talented individual can be so self-destructive. Despite this, Jones remains a draw. His name alone is enough to sell out arenas and generate massive pay-per-view numbers. Fans tune in to witness his brilliance, even as they shake their heads at his recklessness. They are captivated by the duality of his persona, the genius in the ring and the chaos outside of it. He's a puzzle that no one has quite figured out, a fighter who seems to court chaos as much as victory. Jon Jones is a living enigma, a man whose story is still being written, one fight and one controversy at a time. Dana White is the UFC's mastermind, the man who built the organization from the ground up. From its humble beginnings, White transformed the UFC into a global phenomenon, a powerhouse in the world of mixed martial arts. His vision and relentless drive have been instrumental in elevating the sport to new heights. He's a shrewd businessman, a master promoter, and a polarizing figure. White's business acumen is unparalleled, and his ability to market fighters and events has made the UFC a household name. Yet his aggressive style and outspoken nature have also made him a controversial figure in the sports world. White is known for his loyalty, especially to fighters who bring in the big bucks. He has a knack for identifying talent and nurturing it, ensuring that the UFC remains at the forefront of combat sports. His relationships with fighters are often complex, marked by both camaraderie and conflict. He's also been accused of playing favorites, of protecting certain fighters over others. Critics argue that his decisions are sometimes influenced by personal biases, leading to accusations of unfairness. This has sparked debates within the MMA community about the integrity of the sport. His relationship with Jon Jones is a case in point. Jones, one of the most talented fighters in UFC history, has had a tumultuous career filled with both triumphs and controversies. Despite numerous setbacks, White has consistently supported Jones, often going to great lengths to defend him. Despite Jones's repeated transgressions, White has stood by him, even when public opinion turned against the champion. This unwavering support has raised eyebrows, with some questioning whether White's loyalty to Jones is driven by business interests or personal affection. Some argue that White sees Jones as his golden goose, a fighter who transcends the sport and brings in casual viewers. Jones's star power and ability to draw large audiences make him an invaluable asset to the UFC, and White's support could be seen as a strategic move to maintain the organization's popularity. Others believe it's a matter of genuine respect that White sees something special in Jones, flaws and all. They argue that White's support is rooted in a deep appreciation for Jones's talent and potential, and that he is willing to overlook the fighter's mistakes in the hope of seeing him achieve greatness. Tom Aspinall is a breath of fresh air in the heavyweight division. He's a young, hungry lion, eager to take on the old guard. His fighting style is explosive, a blend of technical prowess and raw power. Aspinall doesn't just win fights, he finishes them, often in spectacular fashion. He's quickly become a fan favorite, his rise mirroring the decline of Jon Jones's popularity. Aspinall represents a changing of the guard, a new era for the heavyweight division. He's a legitimate threat to Jones's throne, a fighter who possesses the skills and the hunger to dethrone the troubled champion. Section 5. Business before brawls. The UFC is a business, first and foremost. While the fights are the main attraction, there's a lot of money involved. Contracts, sponsorships, pay-per-view buys. It all factors into Dana White's decision-making. A fight between Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall is a guaranteed blockbuster, but timing is everything. White might be waiting for the perfect moment to maximize profits. He could be holding out for a bigger venue, a more lucrative pay-per-view package, or simply waiting for Aspinall's stock to rise even higher. It's a delicate balancing act, weighing the financial implications against the demands of the fans and the fighters themselves. Section 6. The Ngannou factor. Francis Ngannou's departure from the UFC left a void in the heavyweight division. Ngannou, a fearsome knockout artist, was a constant threat to Jon Jones's title. His absence has created a power vacuum, with several fighters vying for the top spot. Aspinall is seen as the front-runner, but there are other contenders waiting in the wings. This uncertainty adds another layer of complexity to the situation. Does White see Aspinall as the next Ngannou, a fighter capable of carrying the heavyweight division on his back? Or is he a temporary solution, a placeholder, until a more marketable opponent emerges? Section 7. A question of ethics. Dana White's influence over the UFC is undeniable. He has the power to make or break careers, to dictate who gets title shots and who gets left behind. This power comes with a heavy responsibility, one that White hasn't always handled with grace. His favoritism towards certain fighters, his willingness to overlook their transgressions, has raised ethical concerns. Is White putting his thumb on the scale, manipulating matchups to favor his chosen champions? Is he protecting Jon Jones, a proven draw at the expense of a deserving contender like Tom Aspinall? These questions linger, casting a shadow over the UFC's integrity. Section 8. The future of the division. The heavyweight division is at a crossroads. Jon Jones's reign can't last forever. Father Time is undefeated, and even the most dominant champions eventually fade. Tom Aspinall represents the future, a new generation of fighters ready to take the reins. The question is, will Dana White allow for a natural changing of the guard? Will he give Aspinall his shot, even if it means risking his champion's legacy? Or will he continue to pull the strings, orchestrating matchups that benefit his bottom line more than the integrity of the sport? The answers to these questions will shape the future of the UFC's most prestigious division. Section 9. The weight of speculation. Until the octagon door closes and the fight begins, all we have is speculation. Did Dana White intentionally protect Jon Jones from a dangerous opponent in Tom Aspinall? Or was it simply a matter of timing, contracts, and the unpredictable nature of the fight game? The truth, as always, lies somewhere in between. The UFC is a world of smoke and mirrors where hype and reality often blur. Dana White is a master of this game, a man who knows how to keep fans guessing, and in the end, that might be the most entertaining outcome of all.